Sometimes the hardest part of living abroad isn't leaving home. It's realizing you might have to go back sooner than you planned. That's exactly what happened to Daniel. The small cafe on the corner was their Friday sanctuary. Every week, the group of friends met at the same wooden table. It wasn't fancy, but the smell of roasted coffee and the warm yellow lights felt familiar. As a close group of expatriates living abroad, they used these hours to escape the pressure of life in a foreign city. They laughed loudly, complained about homesickness, compared food from their countries, and shared old memories like precious treasures. For a few hours each week, they didn't feel so far away from home. One Friday night, as the waiter refilled their cups, Daniel cleared his throat. "I'm going back home," he said, "for good." The table went quiet. Even the sound of the coffee machine suddenly felt too loud. Back home? For good? They had all talked about going back someday, but someday was always a distant, safe idea, the kind of plan you make without really planning it. For someone living abroad, going back usually meant a celebration of a journey completed. Daniel forced a small smile. "I think it's time." That night, the laughter felt different, softer, more careful. As the group began asking questions about his return, about family and work, Daniel's smile slowly faded. Finally, he looked down at his hands, twisting a paper napkin. It slowly tore in his hands. "I lost my job last week," he admitted quietly. "I didn't choose to go back. I have to." Silence filled the cafe. Daniel gave a weak laugh. "Funny, isn't it? For years, I told everyone I was a successful expatriate." For years, they had all called themselves expatriates, adventurous people building exciting lives abroad. But at that moment, the mask fell away. They weren't confident travelers with perfect stories. They were just people far from home, trying to survive. One by one, the others began to speak. They talked about their own fears, their unstable contracts, and the loneliness they usually hid behind social media photos. "I've been worried about my visa for months," Lena confessed. "I haven't saved nearly as much as I told my parents," Ryan added. For the first time, the Friday meeting wasn't about nostalgia or jokes. It was honest. The atmosphere in the cafe slowly changed from a party to something deeper. They realized that everyone at that table was carrying a hidden weight. As the night ended, they didn't just say goodbye. They promised to help Daniel however they could and to stay in touch more often. They realized that home wasn't a place on a map anymore. It was the small circle of light and friendship they had built at that table. Now you know that expatriate means a person who lives outside their native country, usually for work or long-term residence. For example, many expatriates move to Dubai for job opportunities. She has lived as an expatriate in France for 10 years. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun English stories. See you in the next one!